going to start with you because you came in 6th place.
Okay.
You came in... It's going to be hard to hear. You came in on day 40. You didn't think you'd make it to the final, and you did.
I'm so surprised. I really am surprised. I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of people that are here. I was in the diary room a few days ago just saying, please, I just want 2 people there. I was like, I don't care about anyone else, just make sure there's at least 2 people there. And I've come out and I've got so many family and friends and I'm just really overwhelmed. I'm so shocked.
I've got to be honest, the Pav we've seen in the house seems like a very different Pav to the one that just walked out of those doors. I mean, you were bonkers just then.
My family and my friends are absolutely everything to me. And my letter from my aunt was one of the biggest changing points in my experience. But coming out there today, I realised how much people I have behind me and that with those people, it doesn't matter whether I come 6th or 1st, I'm going to succeed with that support group.
Now, literally, when you went into the house, everybody was suspicious of you.
Yep.
How do you think you won them over? Obviously, in your VT, you said you have a psychology degree.
I did,
You can make people come into your way of thinking.
Yeah.
So did that plan finally work, or did you have to sack that off? Look at Chris looking suspicious still.
Chris is one of the most suspicious people. I very, very quickly learnt that, that was not going to serve me and that I needed to create friendships and real relationships in the house. I regret what I said in my VT, but I take full responsibility for it.
Go on.
Yeah, so it's just, I just stayed true to myself. I just tried to be myself and push through every obstacle that I was given.
So how did it feel when we had the fake eviction the other day and Christopher and Ash, who are both very good friends of Chris, decided to save you over him?
It was one of my favourite moments in the house, although it was bittersweet because I feel that I was very close to Chris. It was when I finally realised that I was accepted and seen as an equal and a housemate in his own right.
And how was that for you, Chris? Because obviously you were really good mates with Ash and Christopher was one of your best friends. And I know you said there are no hard feelings, I totally understand. But deep down, were you just a little bit irked?
No.
Really?
At all, promise.
Because Pav was, he was the one person for you. Who you did say,
basically,
you've got no time to make friends with.
Yeah, that was all true. That's 100% all true. I felt like that. That's exactly how I felt, and I felt like it for a little while, and I was really regretful when basically Pav wasn't remotely who I thought he might have been. And for that to happen, yeah, I didn't really want to go, but Christopher particularly, I trust his judgment implicitly. Right. It wasn't an easy decision for either of them, and it did mean the world to Pav as well. So I've gone so much further in this than I ever thought I would, and I didn't feel deserving of anything.
You've done
brilliantly,
both of you.
Thank you.
One thing that I loved about your time in the house was your time in the diary room. You were a brilliant narrator. You seemed to, a lot of the time, say what I think a lot of viewers were thinking, and your views on housemates. They were really full. They were really full. Did you use that as a safe haven?
Yes, 100%.
You obviously don't like confrontation,
Nope.
we know that.
No, I literally was just speaking my thoughts. That was all it was. It was a complete comfort. I just got to purge everything I thought, so I didn't have to have, confrontations in the house. It's the worst place to have a confrontation.
And we've seen a lot of them this summer.
Yeah.
So avoiding them was probably a good thing to do.
It was just preservation.
The past week or so, though, it's kind of bitten you in the bum, hasn't it? Because people have thought you're kind of one person in the diary room and one person in the house.
Yeah.
So how do you begin to explain that to a bunch of people who are quite judgmental?
Well, quite literally, I'm just speaking my mind, and my opinions change, and it is an honest thing. It may seem very two-faced. Honesty is everything. I may not say it to their face, but I need to have respect.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have a big thing. I think it's brilliant when people say, I'll just tell it to your face. But there is a time and a place and a way of saying things to somebody's face. And sometimes just keep it to yourself or share it with the diary room.
Yeah.
Your journey was not smooth,
no.
to say the least.
Ruffled.
How have you found it? You've had a lot of ups and downs in there.
Yeah, well, I expected to be there for a fortnight, perhaps, if I was lucky. And it just kept going. And I got I just became part of the furniture, and I didn't mentally pack for that length of time. So no, I found it incredibly challenging, quite unpleasant. And I probably shouldn't have entered the game, because I don't like games.
But you were brilliant.
Thank you.
A lot of your ups and downs, or quite a few of them, were to do with Helen. Your friendship with her was
Yes.
fraught at times and,
Yes.
and gorgeous at times.
Yeah.
How do you feel about her now? We obviously saw everything that happened when she heard the two of you talking in the kitchen the other night. We obviously saw that you weren't saying anything bad about her, but she obviously heard
Yeah, unfortunately, I
what
wasn't
she thought was
fully
negative when
present.
it wasn't.
Well, thing is with Helen, you can't live with her.
Okay.
I really genuinely do love Helen. And that's why, I think it's because I actually kind of cared, because I saw a sensitive side to her really early on, and it drove me nuts that she just kept undoing everything. And she will always drive me nuts. But
You did seem to seek her approval at times.
Yep. I want her to like me and respect me, because I actually do like her.
Yeah.
And because when she didn't, when she just kind of threw me away, it drove me mad. Yeah, but I feel like I can talk to her, just don't always want to.
Somebody you did always want to talk to, though, is Ashley. Oh! Why did you get on so well? And where did that bond come from, do you think?
I don't really know where it started, but I do remember there was a conversation when everyone was going around about saying, what do you believe in? I believe in this, I believe in that, I believe in Buddha, I believe in God. And she just sat there and just went, I'm an atheist. And I thought I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
And she said that, and I remember her saying that early on, thinking I'm going to like her. I don't know where it all began, but she's my best friend in that house, her and Christopher. She's just hilarious and super smart, super smart.
She is. You know, I know a lot of people say she's only 18.
Yeah.
But at
Don't be
times,
fooled.
she has acted like the most mature person in there.
Totally.
At times, she's acted like the youngest as well. But
Absolutely.
But you know, she's been very good,
Yeah.
and it's a lovely friendship to watch.
Yeah.
You've both been brilliant and played great parts in the house. So thank you so much for taking part this summer. Pav, let's start with you. Here are your best bits.
Thank you very much.